So for the history of my YouTube channel, the High Point firearm has kind of been a staple. And those of you that have been subscribed for a long time, you kind of know that. It's just one of those firearms that's just, it's fun. They're the cheapest gun on the market for the most part. If anything, they make a good conversation piece. And they're pretty reliable when you get one that's not made on a Friday afternoon and you have decent magazines with it. It works pretty dang good. But 2020, getting into 2021 here, I just wanted to bring up the question, and I'll try and answer it myself as well, and you can provide your own opinions on it, is the High Point even relevant anymore? And there's kind of a reason I'm saying that. So now I know that High Point is coming out with their newer 9mm. That has a 10-round capacity and all that stuff, and they've been working on that for a while, so I get that one, but I'm talking about just the High Point C9. For the purposes of this video right here, is the High Point C9 even relevant anymore for the price? So High Point C9, and then I have a Taurus G3c. You can also have a G2c as well. They're kind of the same gun, just different sights, a little bit different internals, but pretty much the same. So the High Point C9, right around $150, give or take. That's kind of the going rate, $149.99, at least in my area. I know there are some places that are selling it for upwards of $200. It's a single stack, 8-round capacity in the magazine, plus 1 in the pipe. Simple blowback action, very simple striker fired setup, fixed barrel. Yeah, most of you know how a High Point is. They're bulky, but they work. Some people hate them, some people love them. It is what it is. It's just kind of been a mainstay in the firearms market for a long time. Well, now you've got Taurus. Taurus G2s have been out for quite a while, and this is the G3c. It's a 12-round magazine, plus 1 in the chamber, so I can get 13 rounds of carry in this gun. And it's very similar in the fact that it's a striker fired. It does have a manual safety. Here's the manual safety on the High Point right there. Back here, I'll just do that. It's a little bit better comparison. Manual safety, manual safety. This has slide lock, slide release. This doesn't have an external one. There's your magazine. There's your design of the magazine lip right here, magazine release. And then, of course, the High Point is extremely simple as far as sights go in comparison to the G3c, because these are Glock style. But anyway, so about $150. This thing right here you can find for $250, sometimes even $200 or just under $200 if you're looking, especially the G2 models. Now this is a G3c, but there's still tons of G2Cs out there, and the G2 models are actually, I've been seeing them on, for sale a little bit. Same capacity, all that good stuff. They're just, under $200. So pretty much in the price range of the High Point. So now I have to ask. So here you have a railed gun, good design, very reliable, very ergonomic, very well made for the price. You got the double stack magazine that's made well. You've got all kinds. You have an awesome trigger. You have double strike capacity. You've got all this cool stuff. And you're paying just a little bit over this. So, question is, what's the point of this when I can get this? And I think that's a valid question. So, first off, High Points. High Points, again, they've been around forever, it seems like. And, again, I know they're coming out with their YC9. I know they've been working on that for a while. At least I think they are. I know they've been working on it for a while, and they've had some hiccups here and there, and they're just trying to work through it. But I'm assuming at some point there's going to be a double stack C9 type firearm, and it's going to have a rail on it and all kinds of neat stuff. That'll be kind of cool. For right now, this is what we got, the C9. So the C9 is a very basic gun, and it's very basic. The safety is very basic. The trigger is very basic. It has a big slide, Zamax slide, so it is prone to breakage. I know some of these High Points are considered bulletproof, and they are pretty stout guns, but at the same time, they can break. And I've seen it happen, and it'll continue to happen. It's just the nature of the Zamax slide and whatnot. It doesn't happen very often, but it does. The trigger's really mushy on it. There is no rail. Accuracy is good. The sight, you can't really do anything as far as replacing the front sight. It's there. The rear sight, you have this either peep sight choice, or you can throw a standard rear sight on there, so to give it kind of a pseudo 3-dot setup. So that's fine. But again, it's just a very basic gun. 8+1 capacity, single stack. So I guess it's great for states that have a limit on the magazines or whatnot. But this thing, just looking at it, it's much more refined. Just for a little bit more, you get so much more gun. You get a much more reliable setup. You have a better extractor, better barrel. You have a much better trigger, better safety. That's a lot more intuitive to activate and deactivate. Better mag release, better mags. Everything is better on this thing. And you're only paying just a little bit more. In some cases, $50 to $100 more, if that. That right there says something, in my opinion, and that's something for people to think about. Because I'm a big advocate of ensuring that you spend your money the right way, especially if you're looking for self-defense. Now, I'll tell you right now, if this is all that's available in your area and that's all you can afford, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get something that you can defend with. It's better to have a gun in your home to defend yourself with versus nothing and you're just kind of wishing on something, because that's not really going to help you much. But if you see this in your gun cabinet right next to this, I would look at this. Now, another thing too, and let me go grab it here real quick. I forgot to pull it out for the video, and that is the Taurus comes with a little bit more value. This one right here came with 2 extra magazines. So I have 3 magazines with this gun. Just for a little bit over the price of that. That comes with 1 magazine. That's it. That's all you get. This is it right here. Here's the deal. You're going to have to buy extra mags. Granted, extra mags aren't that expensive. So it is what it is. So as far as money-wise, the best bang for your buck, no real pun intended there, I think you're going to be better off going with the Taurus, especially the G3Cs. Taurus really hit a home run. And I'm comparing the G3c because I like it a lot. But there are other guns out there. There's a G2C, the Sky CPX series of handguns. They have a long trigger pull, but in my opinion, the handling of those Sky firearms, those Sky 9mm, are a little bit better than the High Point 9mm. Just seems a little bit more capable, a little bit easier to carry and whatnot, and that's in the same price range as well. So you're seeing other offerings out there of guns in the same price range that are better. And I think that's one of the reasons why High Point is looking at upgrading this C9, is because they're thinking, well, wait a minute, we got to stay relevant here. There's a lot of guns out there that are doing things better and doing things cleaner and doing it for roughly the same amount of price. So that's something right there. I'm not knocking the C9. I love the C9. I mean, people that know, I love this thing. If anything, it's a good dang conversation piece. Taking this out to the range, I start shooting it, and people look at it and go, oh, geez, the heck is that thing? Or more often than not, instead of saying, what the heck is that thing, they go, oh, it's a High Point. Because by now, this day and age, everybody kind of knows what a High Point is. So, I really love these things. They're really fun. I'll always have one in my inventory, I think. But I think for the price, I have to say, for people out there, if you're looking to buy one gun and you're just strapped on cash and you're looking for one gun to kind of fill multiple roles, there you go. This is an example right here. This thing is light years better than this. Especially the fact you get 3 mags out of the deal. You get a capable gun that you can throw lights, lasers, whatever you want on it. You could swap the sights out because they're Glock style sights, so you could throw whatever sights you want on there. There's a huge offering of holsters, all that good stuff. And that's just one example. Again, I like the Sky CPX series, and then there's some other ones out there. If you look, there's other guns that are very comparable as far as what you get. Another thing too that I've noticed is with the Taurus, I think they're still making it. It's the G2s. So it's the G2, but it's a single stack version. So you're getting about the same capacity as the High Point, but it's pretty much the same cost. And I actually want to look for one of those at some point and just kind of throw it up there, because that would be an awesome review to bump that up against the C9. It's a single stack. I think it's like a 7-round capacity. So just think of this gun right here, but a little bit thinner, and chambered in 9mm, and there you go. So in any case, and I know Taurus has the old, I'm not sure if they're still making them, the old 709 series, the 709 Slims. There's those. There's a lot of budget-priced guns out there, if you're willing to look, that'll actually give you a little bit more capability. So, bottom line, I think the C9, it could be argued it's always been outdated, but I think it is more outdated right now than it has been before with everything else that's on the market. I think it would be smarter to go with something better. Just do a little research and see what you have available to you, because your safety is important. And right now, this is November 2020. We all know what's going on. Money's tight, and with the whole pandemic and everything, money is even tighter in a lot of households. And, violence is a little bit on the uptick, unfortunately. There's a lot of stress in the society right now. So, I really, really recommend getting the most you can as far as self-defense goes. So anyway, that's kind of my thoughts. I think the high point's a little bit outdated, and I think it's time for an upgrade, which they're working on. They really are. I think they're working on it. C9s are great as, they're still good home defense pieces. They're good range guns. They're good tackle box guns, what have you. But there's certainly better out there. All right. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, stay safe and stay sane out there.